Just like to say a few thank yous as well as to the players. First of all to Nicky and his management team who came into the club at a difficult time. I think we were 12th in the table, in a bit of trouble, and we've achieved a lot since then. We've come forward, and maybe one or two results haven't gone our way by very narrow margins, but still, there we are, one game to go and still within a good chance of getting to the playoffs. So, you know, I'm really up for that. A few thank yous. First of all, to all the volunteers that work for the club, never ending. We'll go on to that a bit later in the presentation, but I'd just like to say a personal thank you to everybody. You know who you are, those people that spend hours and hours and hours working selflessly for the club without thinking about whether we win or lose a game, or you know whether the beer's cheap or expensive. They're here every day, every week, doing their bit, and those people really do deserve a round of applause from everybody. Okay, a few thank yous for tonight. Steve Parmenter, who you know, some of you know is my son. He's made all of this possible technically tonight, and I think he's done a great job, so thank you for that, Steve. Chris Oakley for helping out with Gavin and his crew. Thank you to them for the catering. Fabulous meal. And I'm sure I'll forget somebody, but don't worry, you'll be covered later in the evening. But thank you to Smye Rumsby for the talkback system tonight. It says here, thank you Gomez for technical support, but I probably shouldn't do that one, should I? Because that's me. Roger RK for printing the lectern here. And of course, Sorceress Productions, who film our games, who are also doing the filming this evening. So thank you to them. And thank you to Paul and Debbie Harrison and the Supporters Club. Paul and Debbie for their personal endeavour. You know, whatever you ask of Paul and Debbie, it's never too much. They're always here. Whatever you need them to do, they do it for the club. And they're one of the sort of two of the unsung heroes that, again, need a round of applause. Thank you to the Supporters Club for providing the trophies. And if I've forgotten anybody, I'm sorry, but we'll catch up with you later in the evening. Enjoy the evening. Over to Matt for the presentations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let's now take a look back at some of the best of this season's action. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage first team manager Nicky Forster.
Am I doing it off this? Okay. Before I start, if I could ask tables 2 and 3 just to hear me out before you boo me off, please. I think I'm ruining the decision to change my mind and let them have a beer tonight already. But congratulations to Alistair as well on winning the prize money tonight. Proof, if there was needed, that money goes to money. Good evening. I promise not to prolong the evening, but there is a few things that I would like to say. I'm sure everyone wants to get on to the formalities, but there's a few people I'd like to thank for their efforts over the 7 months that I've been here. Firstly, to the players, who I believe have given everything, be it in training or in games, and I honestly feel go out, whether they win, lose or draw, to win every game of football, so thank you, boys. To the staff who've given invaluable support, assistance and help when called upon and delivered, many of which who do so for no financial reward, so thank you to you as well. To the chairman for giving me the opportunity to manage here at Dover, for his support and for reminding me on many occasions where I've left my mobile phone. Thank you. It's fair to say that in many ways this job is a bigger job than I had anticipated and has become all-encompassing both here at work and at home. But I honestly feel that Dover should be playing conference football. I feel that promotion, our target, is a reality, is and will remain an exciting prospect and one that I'm 100% committed to. Finally, I'd like to thank you for all your support tonight. Have a good evening and thank you.
So, Nicky, a few months into the job, your first management job in non-league football, how does it compare to what you thought it would be?
Well, there are certain aspects that are challenging. For one, you know, I've made no secret of the fact that the time that we get with the players is a challenge. You know, when you're with players day in, day out, you can work on many things, but we have to prioritise when we just see the boys 2 times a week for an hour and a half each time. We have to prioritise, and it's very difficult to cover every angle, whether that's tactical, technical, physical, and you know, we've done a pretty good job, we feel.
What Dover managers have told me down the years, and there've been quite a few in the time I've been doing this job, is it's harder to sign players because a manager in the Midlands can sign around a 360-degree angle, and you've only really got about a 90-degree angle here, haven't you? And it's hard to get players to come all the way down here. Yeah,
I think, well, we're looking to corner the French market next year, so... But I think in all honesty, I mean, if you look at our division especially, that all the teams in and around the top are all in and around London. Woking, Sutton, Welling, Dartford, you know, they've all got that hold. But that doesn't mean that as I say, the target and what we're aiming for isn't achievable, isn't realistic.
If when you walked in, we'd have said, going into the last game of the season, you will still have a chance of the playoffs. Would you have said that was a realistic possibility?
I would have accepted it. Having said that, I think we all are disappointed that perhaps we're not actually cemented in there now. And as I said in the programme notes today, I think it's easy at the end of the season if you don't reach a target where you can pinpoint it. And I'm sure that we can do that. But you know, whilst the target is still there, whilst the dream is still alive, that we'll keep chasing it.
Well, if you make it in a month's time, or if you make it next year, good luck, Nicky.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, there's one group of people who work tirelessly for the club day in, day out. Without them, the club would find it almost impossible to function. They rarely get the recognition they deserve, so let's hear some more about the work they do and why they're so important to Dover Athletic Football Club.
They're the absolute lifeblood of the club. A club like Dover Athletic at our level couldn't survive and run as professionally as we do if we didn't have these great people that volunteer their time to do all sorts of jobs at the club. We couldn't afford to pay people to do it, so they're absolutely essential to the well-being of the club.
I'm Roger Osborne. Do the maintenance of the ground, and I've been doing it for about 10 years now.
And what does your job actually involve?
Anything from sweeping up to painting to making sure the toilet works properly, anything. When I first started I was only a day a week, but now I'm 5, and if there's a match on Saturday it's 6 days. You know, you're out in the fresh air. If like me, you get satisfaction in what you do, and you're helping your local club to survive.
I'm Keith Hughes, turnstile supervisor. Been here 51 years actually, with Dover Athletic. I'm in charge of 8 people, 10 when we have the other turnstiles open. Now we have a new operated turnstile which is all electronic, which is a great help after the old tick with the paper. Well, I wouldn't be here if I hadn't been here 51 years. Which is very good, for a good set of lads, all work well together. The staff and the directors are very good to us with all new uniforms and what have you.
I'm Joe Lowney, the club shop manager, which I've been doing now for about 6 years. Well, I mean, it's something that needs to be done, and to be done, you've got to satisfy the supporters and provide what they require, and at the same time make money for the football club. Well, I'm retired, and it gives one something to do. It keeps the mind going, and it's all for the benefit of Dover.
Okay, I'm Callum Gladwish, and I'm the assistant kit manager for the club. Doing it for the second season now, for helping Robin out. Been near enough every single game, home and away. It just involves doing all the odd jobs for the club, from the water bottles to just pumping footballs up. Put the kit out in the changing room, sorting stuff out on the coach for the manager and the directors, as well as the players. Just any odd jobs really. It's a great footballing experience really, because being a fan on the terrace you don't really get to see what's going on behind the scenes. So being involved in all this, you just actually get to see what's going on, as well as the enjoyment of the highs and the lows of the wins and the losses. At the end of the day, it's not all about money when you're doing the job. It's really enjoyable, so if you do something here voluntary, it will help the club and you will see the benefits of it.
Okay, so it's time for the main event of the evening to recognise the contributions of volunteers, teams, players and staff at Dover Athletic. To present our first award, please welcome back on stage Chairman Jim Parmenter. So our first award for the evening recognises an outstanding contribution to our youth structure. The winner of this new award is decided upon by a panel at the club and is based on both footballing achievement and how the personal team has raised the profile of the club in general. The winner and his team have had a busy and successful season. His side had a taste of international football last month, competing in the Valencia FC Cup in Spain. They were narrowly beaten on penalties in the semi-finals by the eventual winners. The team also made it through to the final of the Kent Cup last week, being beaten in the final hurdle by Canterbury City, the team who had dispatched Maidstone United in the semis at Crabble in February. His team also finished second in the league, just behind High Flyers Canterbury City. The team and manager have conducted themselves excellently and have helped to create a really positive image of the Dover Athletic Youth Scheme and the club in general, and the panel felt that deserved recognition. So the winner of the 2012 Youth Development Award is the Dover Athletic Under-15s manager Will Graham. Well, I guess as somebody in some ways playing a part in the future of this football club, your job's a very important one within the club.
Oh yeah, definitely. This, as I keep portraying to all the players that play for the club and future players, that this is the best club to play your youth football in this area. The facilities and what everyone does for this club is the best, and the future, for my team and for the future teams coming through is bright. So Dover Athletic Youth Football Club and Main Football Club is the best place to play your football, undoubtedly.
Would you feel there are players there who are future pros and future stars of this football club?
Yeah, undoubtedly. These guys that play first team football, are fantastic football players, and the boys that come up here and watch them every Saturday and Tuesday, they want to be as good as these boys that play at this level. And we have a handful of players that have potential and apply their football with Kent and academy teams, and hopefully they can progress into the first team and do the club proud.
What did you learn from Spain?
Playing against Brazilian teams and Spanish teams, Valencia, and it's an eye opener. But we done Dover proud, getting into the semi-finals and eventually losing on penalties, which English teams do quite well. But yeah, we done the club proud, and it all helps in our future experience for next season and the seasons after.
Well done.
Thank you.
Our next award is the Academy Player of the Season. The winner of this award is decided by the Academy management and is awarded to the player that the team feel has pushed themselves that bit further to achieve their goals. This player came into the Academy with limited aspirations and confidence, just happy to be a part of the squad. With some excellent players ahead of him in his position, it would have been easy for him to give up, but he didn't. He worked harder than anyone to improve his game, which had been evident in his technical and tactical improvement, which his performances on match days have reflected. The player was involved with the first team squad this season against Welling in the Kent Senior Cup. He'll leave the Academy this season having become a key member of the team. The 2012 Academy Player of the Season is Brett Jones. So Brett, tell us about the highlights of the season for you.
Oh well, obviously been involved in the team a lot more this season, been working hard in training and that. Obviously there's some good players in the same position as me. You've got Sean Raggett, Lloyd Harrington, but basically yeah, I've just been working hard in training, trying to impress Mike and Rob.
So when you had your chance to get involved in the first team squad, how did that differ to being involved to play some of your own youth team?
Obviously it's a big step up from youth team. Bottled it, yeah. Got another question.
So what are your ambitions, obviously, to progress to the first team and be a bit of a part next year?
Yeah, well, basically, but I don't know, it's a bit of a big squad. It's a big club, so I know, hopefully, I want to carry on playing football, so hopefully Mike can help me out a bit with that or something, Right.
Right, well done. Now, we saw a video earlier on about the contribution volunteers make to this club and how important they are to the day-to-day running. This is the first time that we presented this award, which is decided upon by the Board of Directors. It recognises a volunteer who's gone the extra mile for the club over the past season. This year's winner is at the ground virtually every day, along with his colleague Ray, carrying out routine and vital maintenance and cleaning. If there's a need for someone to access the ground earlier in the morning or late at night, he's always there to let them in and secure the ground when they leave. Once a week, he uses his own vehicle to deliver striker lottery information around the area, and then he's back at the ground doing what needs doing. On match days, he and Ray do all the unnoticed jobs to prepare for the game, from cleaning and keeping the toilet roll in place to running up the flags. Before every away game, he brings his car to the ground to load it up with the kit for transportation down to the coach at the bottom of the hill. When we return to Crabble, win, lose or draw, come rain or shine, he's there to take the kit back up to the changing rooms, even if it's 2 or 3 in the morning. The winner of the 2012 Contribution to the Club Award goes to Roger Osborne. Roger, I think the standing ovation tells you that your work is very much appreciated here.
Well, I appreciate that round of applause too. I just do it because I love it, and I want to see this club get as far as it can. And if my little bit does it, well and good.
I suppose when you get to the end of the season, the club gets rewards. It makes it all worthwhile when you're coming in here at middle of the night in January and February, does it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's I just don't know what to say actually. No.
Do you ever get a chance to watch the games?
Sorry?
Do you ever get a chance to see the games, or are you too busy?
Yeah, I go to all the away games. I do miss about quarter of an hour or so of the games at home because I do the Cascade tickets draw and whatnot. But yeah, I see most of the games.
Roger, well done. Thank you very much indeed. Well, now we move on to the player awards for the season, the first of which is the Golden Boot Award, the award for the club's leading goal scorer in all competitions. It was a tight affair this season, and while there is still one game to play, I think there's enough of a gap to be able to present it tonight. The winner of the Golden Boot Award is Billy Bricknell. Well, who knows, somebody might get half a dozen next week, but you've got the reward now, haven't you? Of your goals this season, which one stands out?
I don't know, I like all of them to be fair. I'm not, any goal's a goal, do you know what I mean? So I haven't got a favourite.
Now, your manager's somebody who's used to scoring a few goals in his time. What have you learnt from Nicky?
No.
All right, what have you taught him?
No, in training he's been good and that. He's been good working with a manager as a forward. So, he's been good.
And ambitions for next season? Do you have a goal tally for next season in mind?
I'd like to, the same, like around the 20, 25 again, yeah. So, yeah.
Billy, well done.
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.
Well, our next award is for the Players' Player of the Season. The Players' Award takes into account both match day performances as well as attitude and work rate at training sessions and around the club. It's an important opportunity for the squad to recognise an excellent contribution to the team by one of their colleagues. This year's winner has been described by his fellow players as a mentally strong winner, a professional and athlete with great attitude. His manager said he's been consistently impressive throughout our time here. He's been to us with his quality and tireless work rate. On numerous occasions, he's been the one that has driven both the team and the game forward when we've needed to do so. He's good in the dressing room and thoroughly deserving of the award. Winning by a landslide, the Dover Athletic players have named their player of the season as Barry Cogan. Barry, you've been here a few years now. How does this side compare to the one when you joined?
Yeah, they're magnificent. The lads have been great this season. They've been a pleasure to play with, each and every one of them. So, yeah, magnificent.
And as regards your own performances, how pleased have you been with your own contribution this season?
Yeah, I've been happy. I've been happy with my contribution. Disappointed maybe I didn't score a few more goals. But since the gaffers come in, I think my performance has improved and the season's gone well.
Okay, well done, Barry.
Lovely, thank you.
Our final award for this evening is the all-important Supporters Player of the Season. The Supporters Club have overseen and organised the vote for this particular award tonight, as well as providing the trophies for all of this evening's awards here. To present the Supporters Player of the Season award, please welcome onto the stage the Chairman of the Supporters Club, Paul Harrison. Well, as usual, we'll present awards to the top 3 players, and we'll go in reverse order. In third place is our leading goal scorer for the season, Billy Brecknell. In second place, fans' favourite, Mikel Ruiz. And the winner of the Supporters Player of the Year award has been one of the most consistent players of the season. Despite injury forcing him to miss the last few games, Nicky Forster saw his ability and drive early on and offered this player a contract extension to keep him at the club until at least 2013. A thoroughly nice guy and an outstanding player. And the winner of the 2012 Supporters Player of the Year is Tom Winter. So Tom, how's the season for you?
It's been good, ups and downs, and just worse.
Tell us about the bunch of players that you play with this season, about the team spirit that's helped you through, and about what Nicky has added since he arrived.
Obviously, you can tell it's been good. I think since the gaffer's come in, it's gone up and up, so it's been a good season.
You signed a new contract, you clearly see what the ambitions are here.
Yeah, definitely see what the ambitions are. I just can't wait, and hopefully.
Good luck for the rest of the season, Tom. Well done on the award. Cheers. So congratulations to Tom Winter and all tonight's awards winner. Thank you for your support tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed the evening. The close season preparations are already underway. I hope the 2012-13 season will bring even more success to Dover Athletic. Once again, thank you for your support. Good evening.